Forza Horizon 5 on the PlayStation 5. Either you've already heard the news, or you sat there going, shit, what are you talking about? Why does the thumbnail title imply that one of the most iconic Xbox exclusives, one of the games known as an Xbox exclusive, potentially one of the biggest console sellers since Halo went down the drain. But not only that, one of the biggest reasons, I hate to say it, that players buy Motorfest on PlayStation. Why is it implied that that game is going to be making its way on to PlayStation? Well, let me tell you the news. Posted by Forza themselves. Forza Horizon 5 comes to PlayStation in spring, meaning starting March. This is huge. We've got a lot of information, obviously all the cars and stuff. As far as we can tell at the moment, there's not going to be like an ultimate everything version. You are going to have to buy all the DLCs and stuff separate again, or at least the ones that do come separate from the biggest editions of the game. There's a few other things that we don't really know about fully confirmed yet, like cross-progression. So are you going to be able to carry over all of your stuff that you have on Xbox or PC, if you play on those platforms, to PlayStation? What we do know is there will be cross-platform, which I'm not really a Forza head, I suppose. Is cross-platform progression a thing? Is your Xbox account the same as your PC account? I don't know. If that is already a thing, then I imagine it will be on PlayStation. If it's not already a thing, then I imagine it won't be. But cross-play confirmed. So you will be able to interact with players on Xbox and PC. But there's also a lot more interesting stuff. Not only can you wishlist the game on the PlayStation Store already, which it's so strange to see Forza Horizon on the PlayStation Store, but in addition to Forza Horizon 5 to PlayStation 5, we're working on a special new free content update for all platforms. This is interesting because they did kind of recently announce that they were done with content updates, but neither here nor there. Horizon Realms. Realms will give players the chance to explore a curated collection of some of the community's favorite previously released evolving worlds, alongside some other surprises. Stay tuned to our other channels. So there will be things, right? Not only does this tell us a lot about Forza Horizon 6 and the racing game industry as a whole, which is what I'm here to talk about, but it tells us that once this releases, it's not going to be a one and done. We are going to get further additions, further changes, or well, this Horizon Realms feature is what I mean specifically. But what does this mean? One, Forza Horizon 6 probably not this year. It seems like this is sort of the big thing they're doing, a big push of extra finance especially. I mean, this will be a massive bump in sales. Just the sheer amount of people who have a PlayStation yet would want to play Forza, it's a big number. So that'll get them a few more pennies in the pocket, just like the Crew 2 started doing the Motor Pass. But it's a nice little big boost in financial uptick that lets them fund the next installment. But I would assume the next installment is still rather underway. I reckon Forza Horizon 6 definitely a next year thing now. Especially when you think of this Horizon Realms thing. You know, it's not a lot, but it is something that they're doing. But the more important thing I want to discuss is the Crew and Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Because those games, and well, if you look at my channel, specifically the Crew, you can see that those are the Horizon competitors. Oh well, I don't know about TDU. TDU's its own sort of, that thing is its own little bucket of mess. But when it comes to collabs, like the donut one that I'm up against right now, when it comes to being a festival racer, when it comes to focusing on a map with map expansions, although I must argue Motorfest's map expansions were definitely a lot better, but the cars, the themes, the monthly system that we've got now in the Crew Motorfest, despite them not doing some aspects the way I'd like them to, Motorfest, for better or for worse, has a lot of features that make it appealing to Forza fans. That made it mostly appealing when it was an easy alternative for Forza fans who only had a PlayStation. I think it's going to be incredibly fascinating to see what happens here. there is a lot of people who have an Xbox or have Xbox and PlayStations and whatever else who frequent both games, who play Forza and Motorfest, as they both have their own merits. You know, I can't click a button and then my fast favorite button makes a Microsoft horn. And I can't switch to a plane. But do I think planes are the main selling point? No. But you know. Do I think there's going to be a mass exodus from Motorfest? All I know is from my perspective. I don't have the official Motorfest stats, but as far as I have seen, every time I've done a poll on which platform do you play on, it has always been PlayStation as the majority, followed by Xbox, followed by PC. Now, it used to be PC more for the Crew 2, but Motorfest has definitely been more Xbox over PC. This is a big deal. 70% are playing Motorfest on PlayStation, and 70% are about to have the closest direct alternative, a lot of people would argue better alternative to Motorfest. Because look, if I was to go fully personal, the graphics I think are sharper on Horizon. I think that's often appealing, although Motorfest is more vibrant and definitely a lot more intentionally stylized. Forza's are definitely a lot sharper, you know, a lot better rendered, I suppose. It's the best we could do with the Far Cry 2 engine. Is often what it is with Motorfest. And if I was to continue onwards, the race creator system in Forza Horizon 5 definitely, God, do I wish we had a props-based, not the Crew 2 system, a props-based race creator system in the Crew Motorfest where people could share, and that becomes an infinite well of content. I mean, it would just be whatever. Some people prefer the physics, but I mean, they're so negligible. I think people just prefer one physics to the other because that's the one they play. As soon as you get used to a set of physics, it's truly whatever. Forza, although having a lot less, has a lot more branded body kits in customization, despite lacking overall in customization. The car list trumps the Crew Motorfest at 900 cars. Well, I think Motorfest sits at, I want to say 700. In fact, I'm actually I'm starting to think, what? Other than, okay, graphics, I love the race creator. Car list is bigger, but instead of being, it's more of like they fill it with a lot of the default traffic cars. Car additions definitely mean a lot more in Motorfest. What else is there? What else is there? Do graphics and engine sounds and stuff like that matter? I mean, the engine sounds are pretty good in Motorfest, to be fair. I mean, look, I hope I'm not sat here trying to like cope or anything. I'm like, what actually is there? The graphics are definitely better. But I mean, when I go on Forza, I never know what to do. I can't say that's much better with Motorfest. I've accidentally done a wheel spin. What did I get? Whoa. I unlocked a grand total of 5,000 credits. Ooh. But if we were to put the festival playlist and the main stage head to head, what does that look like? The festival playlist is a lot of specific races and tracks, whereas I guess Motorfest is the summit rather than the festival playlist. The main stage is sort of the whole month, because Motorfest doesn't make you do the whatever. Whatever. Forza has the Alpine A110, and that makes it a lot better. I keep trying to curb ride. I keep trying to Motorfest curb ride. Will you, 70% of you who are on PlayStation, be getting Forza Horizon 5? Because here's the thing. For me, I think it might be a must. I am definitely a Crew content creator, but that's not to say I've not tried to expand. And I think this could be the biggest step in expanding, is Forza Horizon 5 coming to PlayStation. Where else is there a better opportunity to restart Forza Horizon 5 than when it comes to PlayStation? In fact, I don't know if Forza Horizon 6 will come to PlayStation. It might not even come immediately, but in that case, there'll be a lot of people, while all the bigger content creators move on to Forza Horizon 6, a lot of people, the only Forza they'll be able to play is Horizon 5. So a bit selfishly, I wouldn't even mind if PlayStation Forza stayed one Forza behind, one installment behind. But then I start to think about all of it, and how my camera's blurred right now. I start to think about how blurry my camera. Hello? I have eyes, thank you. You're supposed to lock onto those. Then I start to think about the fact that, is this just a lose-lose? Is this a lose-lose? Right? Do I want just another Forza? Do I want to just have to now care about a second Horizon? Look, I think Motorfest is doing some good stuff, finally, but do I want another racing game that presents itself as soulless to a wider audience? Do I want to deal with such a thing? I mean, I guess I have to, but that's neither here nor there, because this is my job, isn't it? And I'm Rebird! When's TXR coming to PlayStation? And what do people do on Forza on like a daily basis? What do people get on and do? I'm so confused. You guys are gonna have to tell me how Forza works, because like, what do I actually do when I get on Forza? Also though, competition breeds innovativity. Is that a word? Is that a word? It's only given me it's not giving me the Google auto thing. It's just giving me an AI response and then like I suppose it's not a word. Oh, it's actively a new word suggestion. I see. Guess that's how ahead of the curve I am. All right, bye-bye in a bit.